Have you ever felt left behind in life, maybe for your age, and someone told you, oh, this person your age is doing XYZ, what are you doing? Yeah, it stings a lot, and truthfully put, it sucks, but I have a very good solution to that. So guys, first of all, you have to understand that your life is completely subjective. You don't need someone else's expectation of what makes a quote-unquote good life. So, okay, someone may be getting— why am I in here? Yuck! I didn't even notice there was any liquid in there. Okay, whatever. So there was what's the word? This is someone's perception of success. If you win young, okay, fine. But people don't understand the behind the scenes. Like, wow, this person has achieved so and so at this age, but are they happy? Like, seriously. Some people go with what their parents want to do. Like, they get straight A's, okay, fine. Typical, but it's amazing. And then they become a doctor, and then they're thinking, okay, well, do it for the money, do it for the parents, but did he do it for you? You know, like, it's so easy to brag, but do you feel any contentment? You know, so that's exactly the point I want to bring. So someone may have something that looks like it's put together, but people don't know if it's actually put together. Even the most wisest people to this day, or people who are successful, there are some of them who became successful after the age of 30 or 40. You know, it's never too late. Whenever you have your time will come. So that's how I adopted this mentality. You have to understand that you decide what makes success. You decide what you should be doing at what time. You know, when people say something's the prime of your life, whatever, that's up to you. You can make the prime now. And while people do say that if you do things young, it will help you, you know, it will actually assist you with later life, I do agree. It's completely subjective with what you define as, you know, winning at life. Like, for some people, winning at life is having a good mental health. You know, you can be so successful, you can have so much but nothing at the same time. Yet at the same time, you could have nothing physically, but you have everything mentally. You know, I always want a good mental health, because I've had many moments in life where I felt on top of the world with materialistic things, but I felt like nothing inside. So it's about understanding what's valuable, because people don't see that anymore. People don't value authenticity. People suck nowadays. So if you really want to achieve something for your whole life, what makes you happy? What defines success to you? And then when you define that, you won't listen to anyone else anymore, because you're thinking, nope, I said this is what success means to me, and this is what this person has to listen to. Ah, it's a beast. Okay, we're going away. Bye 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 bye. If someone's sole objective in life is to brag about their kids, sorry, your life is what the hell. Like, I was gonna say a joke, but that's a bit harsh. It's just, life is not about comparisons. If anything, it breaks it, you know. Have you ever heard of the phrase comparison is the thief of joy? That's because it is. Because you're comparing yourself to someone else, and that's stupid, because we're all different. Like, we all have different objectives. Even if some of us want to do the same job, we all have a different intent. You know, like, that's why our uniqueness makes us us. There are so many people who do the same thing as me on YouTube, but there's only one of me, you know. And that's why some of you guys support me, because there is something I have that they don't. Then similarly, they have something I don't. But it's not about a competition, it's about seeing what works for you. And you don't need that one person who you turn to every single time. Of course not. I don't have one person I watch all the time. I watch different people, because I don't believe that there's just one person out there like that. So why are we always having to think of what other people are saying? And another thing is, life's too short to give a damn about what they say. Are these people in a good spot themselves, or are these people constantly comparing themselves, feeling negative, thinking about what so-called they would say, when I don't even know half the time who they even is? So that's what you have to think. A lot of people have told me I'm immature for my age, but I've been through a lot of things that people my age wouldn't naturally be able to go through. You know, like, you don't know what it took for me mentally to get here. People could say, oh, she's just following YouTube dreams, but you know what? I'm freaking committed as hell. But is anyone going to stop me? No. I am my own barrier, and I am my own shield. You know, that's how you have to see it. So people can make these comparisons, good for them, but you always have to check facts over feelings, because a lot of the times when we hear this, our feelings get involved. Like, oh, am I really not doing that good? Am I really not doing this? No, what are the facts? I'm showing up for myself every single day. I told myself I'll do something, I'm doing it. I'm not listening to their opinion because I know myself better. That is facts over feelings. Because a lot of people could say, okay, you're wasting your time doing whatever, like content, for example. Content is a very messy one, because unless you're getting somewhere, people won't shut up. People will always pester you and say, oh, you're not doing anything with your life. But are you showing up? Are you making videos? Are you doing whatever you can to the best of your ability? Because that's how you actually ground yourself. You know, I always tell myself, you know what, I'm showing up for myself. I'm doing this, even if I don't feel like I'm doing it. And that's how I create that confidence, because I'm telling myself of something I do. Those are facts over feelings, because our feelings lie to us. Our feelings are not reliable, but facts are, because that is proof of what you've already done. Feelings are tentative. They tell you things like, oh, what if this goes wrong? This could work. This probably, you know what I mean? It doesn't have certainty. I've made the video. I've adjusted the thumbnail. I've focused on the description. That's facts. And that's something I myself can believe. It's like when you want to go to the gym. It's like when you want to study for a test. It's like when you want to apply for an application. Have you done it? Have you achieved those things? Have you actually looked into it? You know, every single thing. Same with relationships. Have you sent that text? Have you told that person how you feel? Have you managed to get closure from whatever you wanted to? Some people don't give it, and that's okay. You've done your bit, you know. So I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, you don't act your age. Oh, you're not here of your age. This person your age is doing X. I don't care. How dare you talk to me about my life? Like, you live once and you're listening to this loser. Are you joking? Is that how much your life's worth? Are you seriously gonna let some loser dictate your life? Like, you're kidding me? So yeah, you have to think about what makes you happy. I don't care if it's cliche. I don't care if it sounds like this. Are you gonna regret it for the rest of your life that you didn't follow your dreams? So yeah, comparison is indeed the thief of joy. People have told me I won't be able to do XYZ, but do you think I care? Of course not. I confirm with the facts I do know, the things I do. Like, sorry, it's just I told you I'm just immature, but I still get stuff done. You know, there's always something I have that no one else has, and there's something you have that no one else has, and that's how I like to see it. You know, that's what uniqueness is about. You have something no one else has, and that person has something you don't have. But it's not supposed to be in a situation like, oh, I want to be better than this person, I want to have everything they have. No, it's not like that. That's how uniqueness works. That's why some people, like with friends, some friends are good at listening, some friends are good at communicating with, some friends are good with hanging out, some people, you know, it doesn't mean you're using them. It just means that people essentially have things they're good at and people may lack at other things. Like, I have some friends, you know, I could just chill with them, go out with them. They're nice people, but I can't speak to them emotionally. Like, it's not that I don't trust them, it's just, this is how life is, okay? But then there are people out there who I may not be able to externally go out with them, but they are so nice to talk to. A lot of us are so focused on judgment, thinking what this person would say, but those people don't care. And you can't impress everyone. That's the hard truth as well. You can't impress everyone. Even if you were to do something that's so cool this person has achieved, it's gonna be fleeting. Like, once upon a time you had your glory. Like, someone tells other people, oh, you achieved these awesome grades, oh, you did this, and then it dies out. You think people remember 10 years later? No, people move on. People move on with their lives. So you just have to see it as something you ultimately remember. Your goals, your wins are things you remember. Because I want to say this in the most respectful way possible and bluntly, while holding your hand, people don't care about your achievements. They want to focus on their own achievements. Like, someone can say, wow, this person's incredible, but you have your own life. You can't just think about someone else's wins. And this doesn't mean you ignore their wins or diminish them. It just means you have to think, how am I going to win? Because people are focused on their own lives, as they should be. So life goes on. And this is exactly what a lot of us need to hear. So if you are someone who feels like you're falling behind, you're not. Society is forcing you to feel that way. Society itself doesn't even know where it's going. It's a double standard mess. People aren't even happy no matter what you do. So do what makes you happy. Be unlike the rest of society. because this life is temporary. We're all gonna go one day. And are you just gonna be someone who's gonna be authentic to yourself, as you should, or are you just gonna be a slave to what society says? That's how I see it. So yeah, guys, you guys can say whatever you want. You guys could try whatever you— oh snap, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. You guys could say whatever you want. You guys could do whatever you want. But the most important thing is, don't let what anyone else says ruin that sparkle. If you worked hard on something, then you have to say, I worked damn hard on this. I made it happen. Even if it's something that happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you're reminding yourself of facts. Because feelings will always be uncertain. Sometimes you feel good, sometimes you feel low. But facts always remain. And that's when you realize this happened regardless. I still won regardless. I still did well on that test regardless. You know, it doesn't die out. Just because you feel low, it still happened. You still got that result. You still did it. But with feelings, you're thinking, oh, I'm not happy anymore. Therefore, I can't think about my wins. That's stupid. Your wins have always existed. No one can take that away from you. Your uniqueness, no one can take that away from you. So don't listen to losers and follow exactly what you want to do. If you are someone who enjoyed this video, before I sign off, I know this is usually unlike my content, but I really need this. I have a Ko-fi page which I am trying to grow. My goal is $3,000 by the end of April. I will also be giving a fair chunk, roughly around 1,000, away to people in need, such as those in Palestine, Sudan, Yemen. Also, as Ramadan, our fasting month, is coming up, I really hope people can be generous with their donations. This helps me to stay sustainable with this channel. And also, if you guys are really resonating with my videos, I would love it if you'd support me. But as usual, I'm very supportive of comments and I love when you guys interact with my videos. So like, subscribe, share, and I just want to be someone who's out there to be honest with you guys. So thank you for watching my video. Be true to yourself and remember, peace, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!